pixelgun 3D in 2023. What's changed? Let's find out. The nostalgia from hopping onto pixelgun 3D is insane, but it only lasts a few minutes before you see all the changes that they've made to turn the game into a cash grab. Pets, upgrades, ads, crafting, aimbot, and pay-to-win weapons all have significantly decreased the quality of the game. Pets were added all the way back in 2017 by the developers, but they didn't really add much. Pets didn't really add much content in the game, and if anything, annoyed the community. This update made it clear that it was not about improving the game, but grabbing cash out of the player base, with the highest costing pets costing upwards of $100. Upgrades and level weapons are probably the main reason a lot of free-to-players quit. It just became too hard to upgrade all of your weapons to your level, and was another cash grab for the developers. What really sucked about this update is that you could only really ever focus on upgrading one set of weapons. This meant if you wanted to try out different guns as a free-to-play player, you'd be significantly nerfed to the point where it's almost unplayable. At the time, it felt like the devs were trying to make the game less fun and much more pay-to-win focused. I don't even know when ads became a thing on pixelgun. I remember there was always a watch a video for a reward, but not just random ads after games, and it really decreases the quality of pixelgun as a whole, and makes it just crappier. Again, another cash grab of an update from the developers. Crafting. This feature made it so you couldn't spend coins or gems to get guns, but needed parts, which were only obtainable for max a couple months before never being obtainable again, in some cases. But don't worry, if you didn't get a gun that you really wanted, it only costs you 80 Australian dollars to get the parts for it. Another cash grab of an update. Aimbot. In my first couple of games, I noticed it was shooting for me, which was weird because I hadn't changed any settings or downloaded hacks. But it turns out it's the default settings to have both aim assist and aimbot on. Meaning, not only does it help you aim, but it also automatically shoots for you when you do aim at a person. Since then, I've turned that off, which is probably why my aim is horrible in this video. And I don't know, it just completely removes any skill from the game. Unfortunately, most of the weapons we used 8 years ago are now irrelevant. But don't worry, there's still plenty of new OP weapons. Every season, new OP weapons get released in paid Battle Pass, and the old Battle Pass weapons get nerfed, to force you to buy the new pass. It's a vicious, cash-grabbing cycle. These OP weapons completely outclass everything else. A one-tap sniper with a fast fire rate is a huge advantage over a player with a sniper that it takes 4 headshots to kill, without even a scope to help. Seems fair enough. Over the years, maps have rotated in and out of the game. These are some of the maps that have been removed from multiplayer that I remember. There's also been a couple maps that have been given a reskin, most notably being the pirate ship one. There's also a couple new maps, but in my opinion they're not as good as the old ones. I'm not going to count Escort and Team Strike as new, so I'll focus on Battle Royale, raids, tournaments, and the new minigames. If you want Battle Royale, just go play Fortnite. Freeplay is a sandbox mode in third person on a large scale map. You can drive cars and do other stuff, but I don't know why anyone would want to play this. I found it super boring. Raids. Apparently you need to download content for this. I think they released this a while ago. You just need to fight zombies and bosses. I got bored of it in about 5 minutes and left. But each game takes about half an hour to get through. Event mode. Pretty cool from what I've played. They seem to be amplified game modes or bringing back old maps such as King of the Hill, which is now going on. or an amplified point capture, which I played earlier. Monster Hunter is a new minigame where one player is randomly selected to be the monster and you need to kill him. Sneak and Seek is literally just Among Us, but being able to report dead bodies isn't allowed, or you're not allowed to call emergency meetings. Red light, green light is pretty self-explanatory, and you can look around and not get killed while stopping. And also, this really annoyed me. I went up this super boost and then it stopped, and I was half on lava, so I died before being able to move again. Unfortunately, a couple of games that I played were pretty buggy. This one, I was trying to play a game of Rip Off Among Us, but apparently I lost before even joining the game. In this random game of point capture, things like floating hands, areas not loading in, permanently waiting for players, and I was unable to kill others, but I was still taking damage. And somehow I won against nobody, all in one game. In the event point capture game mode, like the amplified one that I was talking about earlier, you couldn't capture points. They were there, you just couldn't capture them. But at the end of our 5 minutes, our team apparently had 60% control of the map, so I don't know what happened. What happened to pixelgun was an unfortunate decision to maximize cash grabbing over the happiness of the player base, but they kept adding more pay-to-win stuff as players left to try and supplement their losses. This caused more players to leave, and the cycle continued. Apparently I said the word cash grab 5 times in this video, so if that doesn't make you subscribe, I don't know what will. Also, I need ideas on what games I should do next. Thanks. Bye.